Hello, and welcome to my second ever reading vlog. That's so crazy. I just started uploading the first one, and apparently it's like 40% of the way uploaded, so... As you can see, I have not got dressed yet. I'm still in my pajamas, but I have 10 more minutes before I need to get dressed and ready for school. Now, today's not like normal school. Today is actually my last day of high school ever. But it's still not like a normal school day, because since it's like the seniors finals these last 4 days or whatever, I haven't had to go in, because if you get over an A in that class, you don't have to take a final. So really the only final I had to take was the one that was like mandatory even if I got an A, which was for Principles of Engineering. But anyway, today I do have to go in for third period because there's an practice art awards, and I'm very much into art. I do a lot of ceramics. I'm also the president of my school's National Art Honor Society, so I have to go in for that. So third period starts at around like 9:18, 9:19, something like that. I know second period ends at 9:15, so I need to be to school around 9:15, so I have time to like walk in and get to the art awards practice. And then after that, I get to leave school. I'll probably just head to the library or a park or something, read a little bit, eat lunch, and then I have to go back to school for 6th and 7th period, because that's my elective, Innovation and Invention, where I still have to work on a game. Now that's a lot of information, and none of it has to do with reading. So let's get into, well, I guess the library has to do with reading, but let's get into what I am currently reading. So if you haven't seen the last vlog, I am in the middle of a series called Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And in the last vlog, yesterday, I literally read over 200 pages of a book. Sorry, I just heard my mom. I feel like it's so awkward, like, vlogging and having people be like, what is she talking about? What is she doing? Anyway, so I am on the third book now, which is Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson. I also just got this book in the mail yesterday, so I'm so happy that it came when it did, because it was needed. So I'm only a couple pages into this. I'm literally chapter 1. I read the prologue last night before bed, which was 8 pages. So I'm only 8 pages into this book, and it's like 400 pages. So I'll probably be reading this for most of this reading vlog. My plan is to keep it like a half weekly reading vlog and just film Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, unless today or another day gets too long. But after that book, I also have a book out from the library. I was kind of debating on if I should return it or not because it was due, but then they just automatically rechecked it out for me, so it seems good, but it's not on my summer reading list. And I haven't really heard a lot about it. Maybe I'll like look it up and see. But it seems good, and the cover is stunning. It's called The Project by Courtney Summers. I read another one of her books, Sadie. She writes like young adult like thrillers or whatever. And after this, because this one's sci-fi, I was kind of in the mood to read another thriller. So I wanted to do that, but I actually wanted to read Five Survive by Holly Jackson, because I loved her Good Girls Guide to Murder series. But the library didn't have it, even though they said online they did. I'll probably like put a hold on it or something and then read it whenever it comes in. But yeah, this is The Project. I don't know. I feel like I'll keep it. I feel like Courtney Summers, at least her last book, was written really like easy, like an easy read, because it was like half podcast, half someone like talking to a podcast about this girl who disappeared, and then you're half following the girl who disappeared, so you get to kind of see clips and pieces, bits and pieces, and like you find out what happens with the girl, and right after the podcast is like following the trail and trying to find it. It was all really cool, so I feel like I'll just keep this. Yeah, and then this will be my plan of what to read after this. So if I read a lot, I might get to this during this vlog, but I probably won't, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my plan. Okay, this complicates things a little bit. I just looked up this book on Goodreads, and it only has a 3.5, which is not terrible, but normally, you know, the books that have like 3.8, 3.9 or above are good, and then like the ones that are 3.5 and below, you're like, the last book I read that I think was rated 3.5 on Good Stars, I ended up rating 2 stars. So I think I'll just try it. So, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what it was about, but I think there's some project called the Unity Project or something, and it's like ruining, yeah, this girl who is desperate for a miracle. It says there's a leader of the Unity Project. It sounds kind of like a cult or something. So then she goes there after her family dies in like an accident. I guess I assumed car accident when I read that, but I don't think it specifically states that. No, a tragic accident. What if the Unity Project killed them? I don't know. But so this girl goes there, like, into this like cult, but then a man shows up claiming sorry. I'm just reading this and trying to remember what it said when I got this out. Claiming the Unity Project killed his son. So it's kind of like a thriller following that, and that actually sounds really interesting. So I think we'll see. We'll see if Goodreads is right or not. I mean, they were right about Starsight, because Starsight was like rated the highest book that I had. I mean, not Starsight, Skyward, the first book in the series that I'm reading right now, is rated like a 4 point, like, I want to say 7 or 8. It was like crazy high. Maybe, I just know it was like above 4.5, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I don't think I've ever like looked at Goodreads and seen a score that good. A score. You know what I mean. Anyway, time to get ready now for real. Okay, update. Skyward had 4.5 stars. Starsight had 4.4 stars, which I agree that although these were both 5-star books, I did like Skyward better than Starsight. And then Titanic has 4.1 stars, so they're all really good, but there's kind of a drop from the first book to the third book, so we'll see. Okay. I'm all dressed and ready. I'm wearing my favorite dress ever. It's like a high-low, because it's the Art Awards tonight, so I want to look nice for that, and I love it. I think I got it from Burlington Coat Factory for literally under $15, so. And then I have on this little, like, moon necklace. My family got, like, because we were subscribed to Disney Plus for, like, since the beginning or something. So, like, a year or so ago, they gave us a little package, and I got the necklace, and my sister got the earrings. And then I'm wearing these earrings that I actually got from my school's Festival of the Arts, which was 2 weeks back or so. It was really fun, and they had a lot of vendors with, like, handmade, like, jewelry and, like, crafts and different things, so these earrings were only $5. Yeah. And I just put on a little bit of eyeliner, which I'm still getting good at, but so it's not the best, but I've learned from my color guard. I have like about 15 minutes until school starts. I mean, not until school starts, until I need to leave for school. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some more of my bullet journal, and then if I have some time, maybe reading more of Titanic. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also have these sunglasses because it's sunny outside today. I actually just got these sunglasses from Wildwood at my color guard finals a couple weeks back, so I really like them. They were only $10, so they're probably not the best quality, but they work for now. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that after the Art Awards practice, I'm thinking about going to this park that's 5 minutes away from my school. Either that or I could go to the library. But I don't really have a reason now that I'm not returning that one book. So I probably will go to the park and then maybe go to the library later today if I really want to. There's a park, we'll call it Shady Bridge Park. It's like 5 minutes away from my school. I haven't been there a lot, but just sit there, read, I don't know, do whatever I want. But after the Art Awards, I do need to get one teacher to sign my yearbook, and I normally have her 4th period, so I'll probably go up, get her to sign, and then leave. Okay, so I didn't end up reading any more of Titanic, but I was busy coloring in some of my bullet journal spread. I am loving how it's turning out so far. Obviously, I'm not done, but I got some of the colors blocked in, so yeah. Now, it is time to go to school. For the last time ever! At least for high school. Okay, I'm at school and I got here just when I wanted to. Hello! I just got to Shady Bridge Park and I got here a little bit later than I expected. It's 11 o'clock and I need to be back to the school at 11:35.
So I have about a half an hour, a little under a half an hour here. My plan is to eat my lunch and read. The reason why I have so little time is after the art awards practice, my friend and I, we went to my ceramic teacher's room because I had to pick up my ceramic piece. Let's do a little unboxing. It's not in a box. If I can. Maybe we'll do this later. Wait, I think it's coming. We'll do this later. But then she was like, do you guys want to make some shrinky dinks? And we were like, sure, okay. So it was our last thing we made in her room. I actually made 3. First I made this little beach scene. I don't know if it's focusing, but it has a little lighthouse, waves, and different things, and it's on a little keychain, which is so cute. And then of course I had to make a book that says read, and it says on here it's coming up like it says it the right way, but it actually says read the wrong way because I forgot that it was kind of mirrored on here. And then I made a tiny little flag for a color guard. So yeah, that was really fun. I also got my cords for National Art Honor Society for graduation, and there's 2 in there and they're so pretty. This reminds me of like Mardi Gras and then these ones. I wasn't expecting 2, but now it looks like I have even more cords because I also have one from National Math Honor Society and National English Honor Society, and I'll get like a little stole from National Honor Society. And I also got my teachers to sign my yearbook. I'm not going to show you the front or the back because it says it, but I just wanted to read this out because my English teacher decided, she's so fun. I love her so much. She did a little Mad Lib thing, you know how we say random things. So it says, Walt Disney, what a sparkly year it has been. Can't wait to hear about your success at being a prison guard. Because she said, what's a random job you'd never do? And then someone else, my other friend in that class, was like, prison guard. And I'm like, yeah, I'd never do that. So hope your future is filled with lots of donuts and flowers. Have a great autumn. And then she drew a little fun donut for me, the fun donut, which is a donut surfing. And she also gave me a stamp, like put a stamp with her face on it. She's so fun. And then I got my 3 English teachers from the past few years with my friend. We went around and got them. So my 11th grade, my 10th grade, and my 9th grade English teacher. So yeah, I'm going to go to the park, read, and eat some lunch. Okay, I'm back at school now. Basically, I sat underneath a tree and I ate my lunch picnic style and read some pages of my book. I think I read about 20 pages. It's a very intriguing opening. It's like this place, this is a tiny bit of a spoiler, but not really. This place that they thought nowhere existed, like nothing existed there. Apparently something does exist there. But anyway, I better get in for 6th and 7th period now. Okay, you know how the beginning of my school day was super chill? Well, those last 2 periods were not chill at all. So I had to finish my game for Innovation Invention, as you saw, but I felt like I was scrambling around. And I kind of like calmed myself down, being like, I have Friday, even though technically seniors are done today, underclassmen still go until Friday, and then they have their finals next week. So I was like, okay, this class is every other day, by the way, in a double period. I was like, okay, I can just come in Friday. And I said that, and my teacher was like, well, I have to get all senior projects graded by today, so. And I was like, oh, but like, I could still come in Friday, I have a car and everything. And he was like, no, I need to get them graded by today. So I was like, so panic mode set in, and I was racing around trying to do everything, and my brain was just so scrambled that I accidentally had the laser cutter cut this bottom piece 12 by 12 instead of 14 by 14, and I don't know why I did that, but I felt really bad because I wasted a piece and my teacher had to get it out of this like big like closet place, so I'm like scrambling around trying to find a big enough piece so he doesn't have to get out a whole new sheet because there were scraps in a bin and I couldn't find it. And he comes over and he's like, did that work for you? And I'd be like, so my 2 friends in that class were trying to cover for me too and trying to help me, which was super sweet, but he was like, come on, we wasted a piece, and I felt so bad. But then he got a new piece, and he was like, let me measure your box just to make sure. And I was like, okay, I guess I deserve that. And then I was trying to screw in the lid to my game box, which the game box is so heavy because it's wood. And I tried to find the smallest screwdriver I could because they were tiny little screws. But it was not fitting in the thing, and I kept on trying to do it and just trying to because there was no small screwdrivers in there. And then my teacher, he's a good teacher, but he's a bit intense. He was like, that screwdriver doesn't even fit the screw. How do you expect to be an engineer if you can't do this? It's like, no, And I felt really bad. And like, I almost started crying. I pulled myself together. And in the end, it was all for nothing because there wasn't a tinier screw in the closet and you had to go to the other engineering room to get one. So engineers try to use the tools they have. But anyway, I got it all together and I put everything together, and then I realized I didn't have the money for my game that I printed out because I left it at home. And I'm freaking out. And I was like, I can literally bring everything on Friday. I don't want this to affect my grade. And he was like, it's okay, let me just grade it now. And I was like, okay. And I also scribbled in my we had to have a game, like not a product name, a company name. So I literally wrote it out as best as I could in the lid, like minutes before he graded mine. But at first he didn't show me my grade, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I do bad? I was hoping for at least a B because I scrambled and like. But then he was like, you can send me pictures of the game pieces and like the money tonight, and then we'll get that sorted out. And so I was like, oh, did you not finish my grade because of that? And he's like, yeah, I just need to see those first. So, and then I was on my way out, and he's like, Callie, you have nothing to worry about. You got 100%. Why did you make me so nervous? But yeah, I feel like I was so stressed out, but now it's done. My game is basically done. And we're good. I'm probably just going to go home, relax a little bit, probably work on my bullet journal and watch some YouTube. I was going to go back to Shady Bridge Park, but I'm just not in the mood right now after this stressful period, so maybe I'll like read on my couch later or something, or maybe I'll go to the park later. But for now, I just want to get home and relax. Goodbye, high school. It was great for the most part, but there were definitely stressful parts like that class. Not that class wasn't normally stressful, but stressful parts like I was stressed in that class today. Okay, I am out of breath and still recovering from all the stress I felt. Sorry that this reading vlog is turning into not a lot about reading and more about school, but I guess that's what you get when you come to my very discombobulated channel. But here is my little flower pot. It's not my favorite out of the pieces I made, but I think it's cute. I never made a flower pot before. Apparently we're supposed to have a hole on the bottom, so I did that. And it's like gold, silver, and light blue, and like a tealish. So, yeah. Here's the bottom of it. I threw it on the wheel and everything. I think I trimmed it very, very good. This was probably one of the best times of me trimming it. And here's the game that caused me so much stress. Disney Tycoon. I named it Clover Rosie Games, which I literally just sketched on there at the last moment. Okay, this is not part of the game. I just threw that in there, and neither is this. Oh, it broke even more. But this was my truss for my engineering thing. We had to design a truss and then break it with like a lot of force put on the center, and we had to highlight where we thought it was break, and I got that right there. What else is not part of the game? These little keychains. I already showed you, but everything else is. I'll set it up for you guys. Here it is, the finished product. So each thing is like a different thing. So these in the Main Street shops. Yes, I know, not everything got spray painted, but I was hurrying. And I know the Cinderella castle is supposed to be blue, not gold, but I thought it looked pretty cool gold. And like I said, I was hurrying. But yeah, I'm just glad I got 100%. You can see the inside of the box. And here's the aforementioned money that I forgot. Here we are. Okay, I finished the quote, and I like how it turns out, but it looked very busy, and I'm not quite sure how to fix that. So, yeah. I feel like this made it a tiny bit better, putting a little bit of white around some of the words to make them stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, wait, where did my book even go? Okay, well, whatever. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read on the couch in the basement for a little bit, and then maybe after my mom and my sister comes home, I can just go to another park that's like 5 minutes away. What should I call this park? We'll go with Rolly Ridge Park. Okay, so I went to Rolly Ridge Park, and I read for a little bit, about an hour, a little bit under, probably like 40 minutes actually. I'm at page 70 now, so in total I read a little over 60 pages today, which this is even better than my normal
days I've been able to read, how much I've been able to read. Yesterday was a total fluke, but glad I got that on camera. Anyway, I'm about to leave for the Art Awards ceremony soon, so this is probably all I'm going to say for tonight, since that'll be long and then I have to get ready for bed, and then I'll probably read a little bit more of this before bed, but I'll catch up with you tomorrow, when I don't have school at all. Woo woo! Also, I forgot to say, this probably makes no sense to people not reading this, but this book kind of gives me a little bit of, like, Jumanji vibes, which makes no sense. Not the game aspect, more of the people in a jungle, and there's some old guy who's, like, knows stuff in the jungle, but he still doesn't know everything, but he's kind of like the guide. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably not, and that's probably not going to continue throughout this book, but if you read this book, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah. Okay. I didn't think I would update again tonight. This really is becoming like a life vlog, half reading vlog, half life vlog, but whatever. I just got home from the art awards, and I got senior awards for ceramics, because I love to do ceramics, and other than just the certificate, my ceramics teacher made me this little bowl. It's so beautiful and so professional looking, and I love the glaze on it. Maybe one day I'll be able to make a bowl just as beautiful as this, but it's so sweet. And what was really funny was when I went to her room earlier to do like the whole shrinky dink thing and everything, I saw these on her desk and I was looking at them, and I was like, "Oh, did you make these throughout the year?" And she's like, "Yeah, I made some." And I was experimenting with like different glaze techniques and everything, and I literally picked up this bowl and I looked at it. And I put it down and I like picked up something else, and like I was looking at them. But she must have noticed and given me this beautiful bowl. Other than that, she wrote me a super sweet little letter. I love her. And she gave me these little like clips that say positive things, such as like, "Be the spark, I believe in you, you are incredible, you are respected, you've got this." Like, so cute. And then a little goodie bag full of some things. So there's like a pink gel pen, a blue Micron pen, which I love these Micron pens. I ran out myself personally, so I've been using these little fine liners, but yeah. And then a Sharpie, which literally all my little black Sharpies were running out, and now I have a little one I can put on a keychain or something. And then she made me a little shrinky dink. It says, "Make the life you want," with little ceramic pieces. It's so cute. But anyway, I'm going to go upstairs now, get ready for bed, and of course, read more of Cytonic. Okay, I'm all dressed. I just made my very predictable lunch of a sandwich, fruit, and chips. And I'm decided to go outside and eat again, and then read while I ate lunch. Literally the same thing I've been doing the past 2 days, but it's been very nice, so yeah. Oh yeah, here's my outfit. I have on this little jean dress. I got it from my color guard coach, a little yellow scrunchie for my sister because I wanted to pop a color. And then I have little dragonfly earrings that I got when I went to Wildwood. Okay, reading with my lunch went very well. I stayed out there like maybe an hour, which was longer than I expected. Then I came inside, relaxed a little bit, and now I am going to go and submit my application to the pottery place near me, and wish me luck. Hello, I just ate an early dinner, and I also read a little bit more of this. I forgot when I last updated you guys. Oh yeah, so I turned in my application, I came home, relaxed a little bit. I read a little bit more on the couch, and then I actually filmed a video about my May wrap-up and everything. Took a little bit longer than I expected. I was like, oh, only 4 books. This should only be 10 minutes. It was around 16 minutes, so I had a lot to say, especially on this series, because it's so good. I love how each book we explored somewhere different, and I love where we're exploring this book. They're just all so good. And let's see, right now I'm on page 188, so I read just under 100 pages today,
And now I'm going to go to my friend's little brother's baseball game. I'm so excited to see them. Hopefully they win. They haven't won a game yet, but who knows? Today might be the day. So I have my water. I should probably pull back my hair since it's really hot out. So I'll do that. And I need to get a chair, put on suntan lotion, and yeah. I don't know if I'll update you when I get back. Probably will. I'll probably read a little bit more of this tonight. And yeah, see you guys when I see you. Okay, I'm back from the baseball game. They lost 15-0, but it was fun anyway. I'm probably going to take a shower, get ready for bed, and then read for a little bit. So I'll update you more tomorrow. Good morning! So this morning I was working on making this birthday card for my friend. So it says happy birthday, and I love how it turned out. She loves like nature and flowers and everything, so I think she'll love this. And then, because tomorrow I'm not going to one, but 2 birthday parties, I also made another birthday card for my other friend. It's pretty simple, but I think he'd like it. And now I'm going to go and wrap the gift, but a little bit of update on my reading. So yesterday, I think in total, how many pages did I read? 117 pages of this book, so pretty good. It is getting even better. I really like how we're exploring somewhere different in this book and like slowly unraveling the mysteries to this main character's powers. So although this is sci-fi, it does have like a fantasy element in there, but it's not really like fantasy, you know? Basically, there's people called Cytonics. We'll just go with that. And I'm not going to say her powers or anything or what she can do, but it's pretty cool, which is why this book is called Cytonic, obviously. So, yeah, and then when I woke up this morning, I read around 30 pages. I've always had a habit of, like, reading right before I went to bed, but it's been really nice to read right when I wake up for, like, a half an hour as well. So, hopefully I can keep that up through the summer, and yeah. Okay, so here are the birthday bag choices we have for my one friend. My other friend, I just got a gift card, so I don't need a bag for him. And I'm just going to rule out some, so I don't like this one as much, and I don't like this one. So I love these 3, but which one would go? I'm immediately drawn to this one. I think this one's really cute. I think that the books would fit in here as well as a card, and I'm also thinking about wrapping up these books to put in there. And this one says happy birthday. The other ones are just blank. Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I love wrapping presents. So I wrapped up those books, and I found this really cute ribbon to tie around it. And then I found this cute tissue paper that I think, like, when this one matches the ribbon. They're both more coral in real life than orange. And then these have dots that kind of match, and then it also matches the geometric shapes, even if they're not the exact same color. So, let's put it together. Gotta get the card. And then tissue paper. Actually, I think it looks cuter without the dots. So, here we go! The problem with making your own cards is that you don't have an envelope to go with them. So I decided to just make my own envelope. Especially with like printer paper, it's like a lot bigger than normal size cards and envelopes. So I couldn't even like steal one from another card. And I thought that making an envelope would be easy. It wasn't that easy, but it wasn't that hard. It was just a little harder than I expected. But basically this is front, it says happy birthday, and then here it is, and I can put in the card. I tried to use scrapbook paper, but then I realized it wasn't big enough, so I had to cut off parts of white paper to fit in there. But yeah, the card fits in pretty perfectly, and then I'm just going to put the person's name on the front, but I don't want to like give away identities, and then just like put a piece of tape to seal it shut. So yeah, it works. Okay, I just filmed my summer TBR video. That should be coming out soon after this video, I think. Yeah, I think I'm planning on, for the most part, trying to post 2 videos a week. One will be more of like a sit down, like let me talk about books video, and the other one will be more of like a weekly vlog like this one, if I have time. But if I don't, I'm not stressing out, but that should be my plan for like the next couple of weeks. Don't know about after that, not making any promises, but I had a lot of fun filming that video. I feel like I'm getting more just like laid back, that I don't have to do so many takes. But anyway, now I'm just sitting on the couch and I'm reading Mar of Cytonic. I'm on page 276 and there's like a little over 400 pages. 409 pages. So I am more than halfway through. Yeah. Okay, the day I'm filming this is National Donut Day. So I drove my sister over to Duck Donuts because they had free cinnamon sugar donuts and we got them. But we're saving them until after dinner because we're eating an earlier dinner for my dad's birthday celebration. His birthday is really tomorrow, but yeah, so we got 2 free donuts and then we looked for a geocache in this nearby parking lot, but it wasn't there. I didn't have high hopes anyway because the last 4 people DNF'd it. It's funny how people in geocache, like, they use the same terms like DNF like you use for a book. I thought that's pretty cool, but yeah. I also read on the couch a lot. I think I've read over 100 pages of Cytonic today. Very good, although I think I'm enjoying the first 2 books a little bit more than this. But this one's good as well, and I just can't wait to see where it goes. And I'm not looking forward to having to wait months until the 4th book comes out. I feel like Skyward, at least, like, that, like, this series would be pretty cool, like, adapted on screen. I feel like a lot of the Star Wars fans would like this, and especially a lot of what they were trying to do with the new Star Wars, having, like, oh, a girl save the galaxy, and I think that their execution of that kind of fell flat, but I feel like Spensa is such an amazing character, and it's not because she's a girl that she's, like, saving the galaxy. It's just all very natural in her character development. If they did this right, they could make a great movie series based off of Skyward. So, just an idea. But if they did it wrong, it'd be really bad. Also, they need to be able to create Delvers to be pretty, like, realistically fearsome. I don't doubt alien creating abilities since they do that in Star Wars, but the Delvers, that's what I'd be worried about. Sorry if you're confused and you've never read the series, but Delvers are kind of like, almost, they're a little bit like black holes, but like not, and they're like beings, kind of. Where matter kind of is drawn to them and forms around them in like kind of a swirling wave. They're kind of like the enemies in this book. But yeah, so I realized it's nighttime and I haven't done my outfit of the day, so here's a dress that I got from my friend. And then I have these earrings. I got it from a store at the mall. I got them for prom. And then I have this necklace that I have no idea where I got it, and I just have my hair in a cute little braid. Okay. Hello. It probably felt like no time passed for you, but a couple of days passed for me. So it's really in the next week, and I'm just going to update you on my reading for the end of Friday and then Saturday. So Saturday, I didn't have the chance to update you because I went to not 1, but 2 of my friends' birthday parties, which was super fun. But that also meant on Saturday that I didn't get to read a lot. But I read a lot on Friday night. So I actually finished reading Cytonic, the book that I've been reading throughout this vlog, and I absolutely loved it. I cried at the end. It was so sad, but it was okay. Like, everything worked out, but I'm thinking about doing like a dedicated review for the Skyward series for the first 3 books because I just have so much I want to talk about. Spoilers and spoiler free, but so look out for that video if you're interested. And then I started reading The Paris Apartment, and I only read, let me see, I have a little tracker. I only read 8 pages of The Paris Apartment, so it's just like the beginning. And then on Saturday I read 12 pages of it, so it was also just the beginning. And I read a lot more yesterday, actually. Yesterday was Tuesday, and it was my graduation practice, so I got to read a lot then. And I read literally like 180 pages of it, and not because it was so amazing, just because I had nothing else to do. It was an okay book. I ended up rating it 3 stars, so, you know, like, middle of the road, nothing amazing, but it wasn't, like, horrendous either, you know? But I probably wouldn't recommend picking up that book. It was my first time reading an adult thriller, and so far I like not middle grade. Middle grade's a little too young, but so far I like young adult thrillers better, but we'll see. Maybe it was just that one, you know? Maybe I'll read another one and then realize that they're great as well. But yeah, thank you for coming and hanging out with me on this vlog. And I probably will take a little bit of break from vlogging just because I haven't vlogged up until Wednesday this week, and I don't want to do another like partial week, and I also probably won't have much time to vlog this week, so yeah. But stay tuned for some other videos. Bye!